Hello and welcome back to my channel, and as promised I said last week that we were going to look at the Paddington at the Palace coins. So today we're going to look at the brilliant uncirculated coin and we're going to look at the silver proof coin. So first we'll have a look at the brilliant uncirculated. So I love the packaging, like from the 2018's bright yellow compared to the 2019 ones. 2019 ones just look like cardboard to me. They're just like brown and dull. I just love the yellow ones. So we're going to have a look at the coin. So look, there you go, zoom in. It's not my favourite Paddington coin. As I said last week, the Paddington at the station is my favourite Paddington coin. But it is a nice design. But it's just not my favourite. It's a lot of detail in it. You can see all the fencing around the palace. It's nice. Apparently there's three. I haven't seen any myself, like in person. But apparently there's three minting errors. So the first one is down here on the left, in the middle of the road. There is a crisp packet error apparently. It's like a little blob. Second one is where the hat meets the palace windows, it kind of merges into one like kind of surface. So that's the second one. And then the third one is on top. This is a new one. I haven't seen this yet either. But on top of his shoulder there's a few blobs on his shoulder, and it's just from the dyes in the mint. It's either like some shrap metal or some dust or something in the dyes which cause it to when the dye is like crushed, it makes like a mark. So as usual, I'm gonna go through these, open them up, and I'll pass it along the screen, and you can pause it if you want to read it if I'm going too fast, and then we'll go through the mintage figures, and then we'll go and have a look at the silver proof, the coloured silver proof. So there's the outside as you've seen. A very British bear. There's the obverse of the coin, which I always get wrong. It's obverse. I need to drill that into my head. Obverse. So I just call it the back, or heads or tails. Paddington on his travels. Paddington visits Buckingham Palace. There's a nice CGI of him from the film. And then the back. So it says, Paddington at the Palace. Paddington's adventures with the Royal Mint continue at Buckingham Palace. He appears on the same official UK coins as a very special person who lives there. Wonder who that is. And it says, please look after this coin, thank you. Then there's specifications. Jodie Clark obviously designed the obverse, and I'm always going to mention this because I made the error. Jodie Clark is not a woman. Do not assume. Jodie Clark is indeed a man. And then the designer of the reverse, which is the front I call, or the tails, is David Napton. He designed all four of the Paddington coins. And recently he's designed the the UK British Olympic team when they go to Tokyo. That coin is very nice. It reminds me of the WWF coin. So here is the silver proof. So take the sleeve off. And then in the box. So, oh yeah, I forgot to do these mintage figures before we go into this. So in circulation of this coin is 5,901,000, and that is still 900,000 more than the Paddington at the station. So this is at the moment the highest mintage of the Paddington Bears coins. Obviously, because we don't know what the mintage figures are of the two new ones of Tower of London and the Cathedral. So that's the circulation mintage figures. Silver proof of this, there is 60,000, and then the gold proofs are only 600. I'm never ever going to buy a gold one. I can't justify the price. They are ridiculous. So, I'm going to go through this. This is the very similar to the Brilliant Uncirculated pack, but we'll just go through it. It's more or less the same story. And as you know, if you've seen the film, I haven't seen the film yet, but Paddington went to go and visit the Queen in Buckingham Palace. And you went to see the Queen's guards there with his marmalade sandwich. I think, because I haven't seen the film, I don't really know that scene, but I think he's hiding from the rain in there. I think it was raining. Typical British weather. Nothing on there. I always fold these wrong as well, I don't know why. Anyway. Please look after this coin, thank you. So this silver proof is number 47,944, which is very close to the final mintage figure of 60,000. So there are the specifications, and that's the same old in every silver proof. Even though this is not my favourite coin, my favourite Paddington coin, you can't say that the colouring is not fantastic. The blue and the red in the Union Jack and in his hat and his coat, it just makes the coin so much nicer. It's great. And then the obverse of the Queen. Look how like frosty she is. And another look at him on the front. I don't normally do this. I don't think I've ever opened them, to be honest. But let's open the first packs. It's a strong magnet, or 4 strong magnets. I'm not going to open this little capsule though. I think that's the way he goes back, is it? I think. No? Yeah. So yeah, so tell me in the comments what your favourite Paddington coin is out of all 4 of them. As I've said in my previous video, my favourite is the Paddington at the Station. I do like the others, but Paddington at the Station is my favourite of all of them. And my least favourite is, I think, one of the new ones, but I don't know whether... Let me decide now. I know my least favourite Paddington is St Paul's Cathedral. And the only reason is because I always call it Paddington at the Palace. I don't know why. But yeah, St Paul's Cathedral, that's got to be my least one. And because I've been to all the other locations on coins, I haven't been to St Paul's Cathedral. I've seen it, but I have not been inside it or up close. I've been to Tower of London, I've been to the Palace, and I've been to obviously the station. So I think St Paul's Cathedral has got to be my least favourite of all of them. But yeah, please like and subscribe and comment. Let me know what your favourite Paddington coin is. And next week we are actually going to be looking at the Tower of London. Paddington at the Tower of London. I only have the Brilliant Uncirculated of that. But yeah, so we'll be looking at that next week. So thank you very much and see you next week. Bye.